I get itchier standing in the kitchen, scrolling through endless options, and every review feels like a sales pitch. You're about to drop a serious chunk of cash on a 36-inch gas range, and the thought of ending up with something that looks great but doesn't actually help you get dinner on the table is nerve-wracking. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've spent the past week pulling apart the specs, watching a handful of cooking demos, and reading every comment I could find about THOR's partnership with Ramsay. So let's walk through what this range really brings to a home kitchen and whether it's worth the price tag. First off, the thing that sets this range apart is the tilt panel touch control. Instead of the usual rotary knobs you see on most professional-style ranges, you press a flat glass surface that slides up a few degrees when you turn it. In practice, it feels like you're adjusting the flame with a light tap, and the white projector light on the panel glows the selected setting so you can see it even when you're juggling a pot and a pan. For someone who's used to the tactile click of a knob, it can feel a little futuristic at first, but after a few meals it becomes second nature. The downside is that the glass can get smudged from steam, and you'll find yourself wiping it down more often than you would a metal knob. The high-performance burners are the heart of any gas range, and these are no exception. They range from a Simmersize 5000 BTU burner that keeps a delicate sauce from scorching to a 20000 BTU wok burner that hits the heat you need for a proper sear. I tried the wok burner while making a quick stir-fry, and the flame responded instantly when I nudged the touch control. No lag, no hunting for the right level. The continuous cooking grate is another practical perk. The metal grates are welded together, so you can slide a full sheet pan across the whole surface without the little gaps that normally cause hot spots. When I baked a sheet pan pizza, the crust cooked evenly from edge to edge, something I've struggled with on older ranges where the grate sections are separate. Now, let's talk about the panoramic viewing window. It's a wide, clear glass that lets you see the pots and pans from the side without turning your head. In a busy kitchen, that little visual cue can save a second or two, which adds up when you're timing multiple dishes. The window is double glazed, so it stays relatively cool to the touch, but it does get fogged up a bit when you're using the high-heat burners for a while. A quick wipe with a kitchen towel clears it, but it's something to be aware of if you plan to keep the range on for extended roasting sessions. Who should actually consider buying this? If you're a home chef who already leans on gas for its instant heat control and you enjoy the theater of a professional-looking appliance, this range hits the sweet spot. The touch controls and the continuous grate make the cooking experience feel more like a restaurant line, and the extra power on the bigger burners means you can tackle everything from slow-cooked braises to rapid stir-fry without juggling multiple burners on a smaller stove. It also makes sense for anyone who values aesthetics. The stainless steel finish is brushed enough to hide fingerprints but still gleams under kitchen lighting, and the Ramsay branding adds a dash of personality without being overbearing. On the flip side, if you're a casual cook who only boils water, reheats leftovers, or makes a few simple meals a week, the premium price might not be justified. The touch panel, while slick, adds a layer of complexity you don't really need if you're not constantly adjusting flame levels. And if you're used to a traditional knob, there's a learning curve that could be frustrating the first few times you fire it up. Another group to think twice about are renters. The unit is a full-size 36-inch range with a hefty weight and a built-in gas connection. Moving it out can be a logistical nightmare, and many rental agreements frown on permanent installations. Practical strengths, beyond the flashy features, come down to real kitchen flow. The continuous grate eliminates the need to shuffle pans when you're moving from simmer to saute, which saved me a few minutes during a Sunday brunch that involved pancakes, eggs, and a batch of crispy potatoes all at once. The high-performance burners gave me the confidence to use a Dutch oven for a short braised short rib without worrying about uneven heat, and the touch control's instant response meant I could drop the flame the second the sauce thickened, preventing a burnt bottom. The projector light also helped at night when the kitchen lights are dimmed. The control panel still glows, so I didn't have to turn on a harsh overhead light just to see what setting I'm on. Weaknesses are subtle but matter over time. The glass panel is